Hey there Pipsters, my name is Jason and thanks for tuning into my channel Pips-N-Chits. Today I have a quick unboxing video for you. It is the follow-up expansion called Nightfall for the 2019 hit game Parks, designed by Henry Audubon and published by Keymaster Games. And here's the box cover right there. And this small little expansion here rounds out the core game by adding 24 new national parks. So basically, all the national parks in the United States are now represented with absolutely beautiful artwork in here. There promises to be 26 new year cards in here, some new tokens that would be the campsite tokens and wildlife tokens as well. A new little player board, and of course, I suspect some new mechanics as well. And if you haven't heard about this game, it really is a sleeper hit. And not only is it just a beautiful game in itself, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of kind of strategy to it. There's a little bit of depth. It's relatively a very easy game to teach and to learn as well. Everyone that I've played it with has absolutely loved it. And I can guarantee you, when I was at the Dice Tower West in Las Vegas earlier this year in February of 2020, the game Parks itself was at one of the big tables, and it was always checked out, and it was always being taught or someone playing with it at the time. So I'm not quite sure why this doesn't get as much news as or word of mouth. I think this game really deserves it. It's a very relaxing game. There's a little bit of a take that element to it, but it's very mild. And overall, the game is actually pretty darn relaxing and really enjoyable and educational as well. Gosh, playing the core game many times, not only solo, but with friends and family. Oh, you just learning a lot about the national parks in there. So without further ado, let's go down to the table and take a look at Nightfall. All right, I've taken all the components out of the shipping box and placed them here. And the first thing that we see is this insert from Quartermaster Logistics. And quite honestly, I wish more publishers would do this. I think this is a really cool move by them. It says basically if there's anything wrong or missing, perhaps some damage to the box, or you open it up and you find some cards or tokens are missing, you can go ahead and contact them directly via this email address. They also list their website and their Twitter handle. Again, I wish more developers and publishers would take this route. I think it's really classy. Next up here is a little sticker booklet. Oh, it's not actually a booklet, a little sheet from Keymaster Games. Some stickers that you can put on something. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's some wildlife here. It looks like a bear, a coyote, maybe a deer, and I'm assuming if I turn it this way, this is kind of like a moose. But we have a little tent here. The Keymaster logos, and you can just go ahead and decorate something with that. That was a little bit of extra. Here is a randomized art card. And when I say randomized, I believe that depending on which game you received, I think they either did 3 of these or 6 of these. It's kind of like a 5x7. And I got Big Bend National Park here. Really nice artwork, but you know, this is something that you could frame. It would be kind of cool. Maybe some people might want to pay an extra $1 or $2 and get the whole collection, a set collection. I think of maybe it was, I want to say there were 6 of them. I could be wrong, but a little bit of stuff on the back here. Thank you for kickstarting Parks Nightfall, a collaboration between Keymaster Games and 59 Parks print series. We could have made this without you. The Big Bend artwork is by Fort Lonesome, a design forward custom Western wear and chain stitch embroidery studio. And again, a little bit of a Twitter address there that you could find them at. And now on to the game itself. Here we go. Expansion, Keymaster Games. I'll go ahead and take the cellophane off so we get rid of that reflection. And we'll go ahead and just turn it over to the back side first. And let me reposition that. It says, Parks is back with a whole new year of hiking. Camp under the stars, visit new parks, explore brand new year deck, and encounter new wildlife. The parks in Nightfall will fill out your set with the remaining U.S. national parks as of May 2020, not featured in the base game. Also, a little side note here, for each game sold, a donation goes to the National Park Service. So let's go ahead and open it up. Okay. All right, we have, I believe, our new little rule book here, or our expansion materials. It's 10 pages in length here. And go ahead and set that off to the side. We have a quick guide. It has instant park actions for those people that, keep this to the side right there of the game while playing it, and just kind of a brief overview of everything that's going on. We have a new little sideboard here. This will be an addition to the other sideboard that you play the core game with. And it looks like a place for cards here and possibly some kind of tokens. And, 3 sunshine looks to move possibly a calendar. We have some things here with the trail site, campsite. Not quite sure exactly what that is, but let's go ahead and open up our parks cards. Let me go ahead and get my razor blade out. Don't think I actually need the razor blade. It actually looks like it's already, oops, sorry about that. Maybe I'll edit that part out. Taking me a second to get this open. Apologize for that. Okay, we have brand new parks, Grand Teton, Crater Lake, Hot Springs National Park. I mean, just the artwork on these cards are just so beautiful to look at, and I always enjoy reading a little bit of the blurb down here at the bottom of each one of these. But we basically have, I believe, 26 new parks here. Look at that. Oh, Pinnacles National Park, Redwood National Park, just beautiful artwork here. So you can see Rocky Mountain National Park, Redwood National Park, Arches, Denali, Canyonlands, Zion, Big Bend, Great Basin, and Arches. Just absolutely beautiful work. Okay, we have a couple new tiles here, looks like. Gosh, oh, they're double-sided too. That's nice. Look at this, double-sided here. Some new things that we can take a look at. We'll flip this over here. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly what these are because in the core game, the trailheads are generally kind of an interlocking diamond shape. These are more square, but kind of looks like these actually fit on this sheet right here. And it looks like you can flip them over, so there must be a new game mechanic here for that. But anyway, how many tiles are of these? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles that are double-sided, so 12 new locations. And of course, we have some new wooden tokens here we have 4 new wildlife tokens. We have a tree and an extra mountain, and in here we have a rabbit. Looks like, well, let's just go ahead and open it up. See what this is. And if you notice, this tray itself is made by Game Trays, which does a really nice job of making trays for games, and I really think that they just knocked it out of the park with the original one. And you hear that in the background, that's thunder. It's pouring today. So let's see, we've got like a little mouse, if you will, like a little rat. Looks like a cat of some sort of bird. And of course the rabbit there. So we have 4 new wildlife tokens and some additional ones. Let's go ahead and open these up. We have some silk screen printed campsite or tents, if you will, for the game. Not quite sure exactly what those are, but they're nice and blocky and chunky. So we have 4 of those. And we have one last little small set of cards, and we'll go ahead and open that up right now. See what that is. Imagine these are our new year cards, our year deck, if you will. They have a calendar on them, and they're all, you know, same picture on one side, but the flip side of it is, yeah, it looks like some more objectives that a player can do. So the one thing I did notice not in this expansion here, and I kind of maybe would have liked to have seen, is possibly some new gear cards or some new canteen cards. You know, those cards were great in the original game, but I just thought maybe with some variety they would have added a couple more to this pack, but maybe that'll come down the line with another expansion. But anyway, we have some more, we have these year cards there. And again, last but not least, the tray. And as if you can see, there's a little bit of cutouts here for where you can put some of these tokens at. That's pretty neat right there. So they just flip in, sit in like that. And we go ahead and put our cards on top. And, you know, put our tokens in. Well, maybe these go there. And these there. And put our cards on top, and it fits really nice back into the box. And that is it. That is it for Parks Expansion by Keymaster Games. And I hope you enjoyed this quick unboxing video. If so, go ahead and leave me a comment or hit the subscribe button in the at the end of the video there. And this is Jason for Pips-N-Chits, and I hope to see you again next time.